Today we will study life cycle of frog. Frog is an amphibian. It lives both on land and in water. The life cycle of frog have the different stages. It is given into the anti-clockwise direction. Adult frog, eggs, embryo, tadpole. Different stages of the tadpole and then the adult frog. Let me study this in the detail. A frog, in the frog there is an external fertilization takes place. Here the female frog lays hundreds of eggs in water. At the same time the male frog also release hundreds of sperms around these eggs. And the fertilization takes place outside the female frog body, and that's why it is called the external fertilization. After the fertilization, that is a male gamete, that is a sperm, and the female gamete, that is an egg, the fusion takes place. There's a formation of the zygote, and the zygote cell will start dividing to form the embryo. Now in this embryo the young ones will be growing for the few days, and after that this young ones, that is the tadpole, will hatch the egg and come out. This tadpole when come out from the egg after hatching it, these are very small structure. It look like a very tiny fish, right? And these are called a tadpole. Tadpole, it is not only look like a fish, but it have the most of the features of the fish also. That is, it breathe with the gills, and it have the tail, and it is an aquatic organism. After few days, this tadpole, there is a change in its body structure gradually taking place, and it develop the two legs. And its size also grows. It is now the tadpole with the two legs. Again after few more days it grow. There is a two more legs will grow. Now the total there are the two pairs, that is a 4 legs this tadpole will be having. But still it is breathing with the gills. It have the legs and the tail also. The function of the tail for the tadpole is it help in the swimming. During this stage, gradually the lungs also start growing inside its thoracic cavity, and then there is a young frog, and young frog have both gills as well as lungs for breathing. It also have the tail as well as the legs for the locomotion. And after the few days this tail will shed and the gills also disappear, and this turns to the adult frog. Adult frog does not have the gills, it does not have the tail also. And this adult frog can able to survive on the land. It can able to survive on the land as well as inside the water. Now on the land it breathes with the lungs, and locomotion takes place by using the legs. And in the water, now how it will breathe, because lungs cannot take the oxygen from the water. So actually when the frog is inside the water, it breathes with its moist skin. And for the locomotion, no more it need the tail, but its legs only it is using to locomote or move inside the water. Now again the adult frog lays the eggs, right? External fertilization, embryo, tadpole, and young frog, adult frog. Like this the cycle will be going on. But now question come, how come these changes are happening so drastically? If you observe the structure of tadpole to the adult frog, there is totally it is a different body structure. Right? Not only about the tadpole have the gills and tail, but even the look also different from the adult frog. Now how this is happening, let me understand. This change of the tadpole to the frog takes place by the process called the metamorphosis. What is metamorphosis? It is a process by which an animal undergoes extreme rapid physical changes sometimes after the birth. And this results into the change to the organism entire body plan in some organisms like butterfly, and such a change in the animal's number of legs, its means of eating or its means of breathing, okay, it is a metamorphosis. Now in the case of the frog, the tadpole, particularly the metamorphosis of the tadpole into an adult frog is one of the most striking transformation in all compared to all other organisms. In amphibians, particularly in the frog, this metamorphosis is initiated by the hormones from the tadpole's thyroid gland. This is a thyroxine gland actually, and which is produced by the thyroid gland, and these changes prepare this aquatic organism, that is a tadpole, for a terrestrial existence. Right? Now scientists have done during the experimentation in the lab, they removed the iodine from the water. They put this tadpole into the water in which the iodine is not there. Now iodine is one of the very important mineral necessary for the production of thyroxine hormone by the thyroid gland. Now as there is no iodine, this tadpoles was not able to produce the thyroxine hormone. And as there is a thyroxine hormone was not produced, metamorphosis did not take place in that tadpole, and they did not grow into the frog, that is the adult frog. They remain the tadpole only. So this shows us that this thyroxine hormone is very essential for metamorphosis to take place in the frog. Thank you.